everyone, I'm Heather and welcome back to my channel. So we are back with Deathmark, and in the last episode we discovered we have to go back to the school. And if you remember, in the first school adventure, the second floor was covered in snakes. And they mentioned snakes in this one, so I assume we're going to the second floor. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so who should I take? I mean, I guess I'll take her if for some reason I feel like something's coming up that I need to change with. I could always come back. That seems to be the case, that I can come back and change people if I want to. Okay, so I'm already partnered with her. Let's go ahead and go, I guess. Let's go to H Elementary. Ever since we left, I has been humming and waving her hands in the passenger seat. She seems like she has no idea about what things we're going to see, and that worries me. Oh, sorry. Am I distracting you from driving? Not really. Are you trying to learn some choreography? Yeah. Ugh, it's so hard. Mind if I vent a little, Mr. Kazuo? She turns toward me hopefully. Am I getting some kind of insider scoop? He was like, we're doing a new song, and changed the set list a week out. Oh, a set list is the list of songs we perform at a show. So now we have to rush to learn the moves for this whole new song. I'm at the point where I'm dancing even while eating. Isn't that horrible? Oh, yeah, it is. About half of that flew over my head, but it's obvious that she's busy. But I know why P's in such a rush. Idol groups need a lot of exposure during their debut to really make it big. That's why P's so desperate to promote us everywhere. But I lowers her voice. For this to happen at such an important time. Next week is when we debut the new song. We'll make it in time, won't we? What do you mean? I mean, will everything get better by then? All this Mark and Spirit stuff? Well, no one knows. After all, there's no way to know if we'll live through tomorrow. No one knows what will happen. But don't ever lose hope. The shining fist of justice will destroy the evil lurking in the dark. Right? Are those lyrics? It's from our debut song. That's our most popular one. It's okay, I'll do my best. If I lose here, then it would mean Love and Hero only sings lies. She gives an energetic bow to her invisible fans. The horns from her costume strike my forehead dead on. Ow! Ah, I'm so sorry! I and I arrive at H Elementary. Whoa! This place looks more haunted than I expected. We should have filmed here. So, what do we do? I explain about the last time I was here. Only a quick rundown, but it should be enough for her to understand. There isn't much left to investigate on the first floor. We need to check on the second floor. Okay, time to go up then. Alright, let's get going. I mean, I guess we don't actually have to look at stuff on the first floor. Okay, I guess we don't actually have to... Everything is the same as it was. So I guess we don't have to do anything. So let's go this way. I mean, it's weird that the roses are still there, right? Like, you'd think with the ghosts gone, seeing they were like supernatural roses, they'd be gone, but they're not. Okay. Let's go up. Climb the stairs. Okay, I guess we need to climb the stairs again. Poisonous snakes cover the hallway. It'd be foolish to try to keep going. Snakes! Don't shout. I slap my hand over Ai's mouth. We can't move forward. The only thing worse would be making noise and calling something here. It'll be fine if we leave quietly. I cautiously take a step backwards. Suddenly, the snakes react to my bag. What the? The snakes flit their tongues in the air, trying to smell something. After a moment, they begin to leave. They disappear into the darkness of the hall before I can even blink. They vanish without a sound, all at once, as if they'd never been there to begin with. Huh? Why? I don't know. It looked like the snakes were sniffing my bag. That red notebook is inside. Maybe the smell made them think we're friends. Let's try going down the hallway. I haven't gone this way yet. Oh yeah? Let's both do our best. Okay. Let's search. The second floor isn't covered in roses like the first. There's no movement, and I don't see any plants. I guess that phenomenon didn't happen on this floor. Okay, let's go to the room. Long desks and what look like sinks loom in the darkness of the classroom. This seems to be... Is this the science lab? Still? Ai grimaces. It really stinks in here. I feel like I'm going to suffocate. It's an irritating stench that stings the eyes. The putrid smell fills the whole room, like a box of onions had gone rotten. Even so, it's not like we can just leave. Let's get this done quickly so we can move on. Okay. I see there's a door back there. I'm going to look at other things first. The desk is scorched. Seems there's more fire damage in here than in the staff room. This is probably where the fire started. Okay, it's not going to let me look at it. There's a talisman in the dusty sink. Found a worn-out talisman. When I pick up the worn-out talisman, I feel warmth flow through me. Got soul power. The worn-out talisman crumbles silently in my hand. Okay, so just that room, it looks like. Opened the door and left the science lab. Okay. There are materials used in science class. Let's look. I grab one and flip through the pages. There are a ton of notes inside, scribbled in thin letters. It seems there are simple explanations for the students. I take out the last book, and when I look inside, a scrap of paper falls from between the pages. Found worn-out talisman. When I pick up the worn-out talisman, I feel a warmth flow through me. Got soul power. The worn-out talisman crumbles silently in my hand. It's an elaborate anatomical model. Let's feel it. I touch the outside of the model. It feels like it's made out of wood or resin. I can't really tell. Anything else? No, still that. It makes me feel like there should be something. Can I hammer it? I take out the hammer. I've taken it out, but I can't think of a way to use it. Maybe try the hatchet? No. Okay. So if we have to do anything with that, and the reason it allows us to feel it, it's nothing yet. It's a shelf packed with numerous chemicals. Getting closer, I see some large containers. Ah! I hear eye gasps behind me. Hands, ears, eyeballs. Body pieces that used to belong to a human are floating in liquid, perfectly preserved. It can't be. There's no way they'd use these as educational aids. They're extremely fresh for being samples, probably because they were cut from a living body, but it doesn't seem like it's been that long since any of them were severed. New info is added to the spirit file. Science lab storage room. I know they're not alive anymore, but it takes a measure of courage to search the body parts. I stick my hand inside, half closing my eyes, and feel around the shelf. Is something there? Well, yeah. I stop myself from voicing my frustration. I can't make I do something like this. I search the chemicals, formalin containers, unidentified samples, every nook and cranny. I find a few things I can use. A clear bottle with liquid inside. It has a label with a chemical formula on it. A brown bottle that has an irritating smell. Its label is rotted and unreadable. And finally, a bottle wrapped in foil. It smells faintly of flowers, but it's just likely some kind of chemical as well. Got clear bottle, brown bottle, bottle wrapped in foil. Is that everything? Once I'm done looking around, I stand up. A vinyl bundle in the corner catches my eye. I pick it up and realize it is a tightly wrapped bundle of clothes. A white coat stands out most. Must be a lab coat. Thought bundle of clothes. A white lab coat. Well, we are in a science lab. No big surprises to find one here. That rumor about a ghost in white. I and Yasuoka got their marks while filming a TV show about it at Kei Miyamachi. And all the other clothes along with the coat have been folded meticulously. Is it really just a coincidence? Okay, well we did that, so I guess let's look in here. I open the cupboard and check inside, but all I find is trash and dust. It's a sturdy wooden cabinet. It looks antique. The edges of the cupboards are rounded off. The cabinet door opens easily. The inside is completely full to bursting with something. I pull it out and discover that it's a garbage bag full of shredded paper. Got office trash. Are you seriously planning on taking that with you? I mean, not that I care. When I lift up the bag, an unshredded wad of paper falls to the floor at my feet. I open it up and see several complete sentences. Guess they failed to destroy this section. Got fragment 1. Okay. Got that. There was nothing in the anatomical model. Nothing up there. Got that. Okay, I guess that's all. What? A broadcast? Do you have any brains? A strange voice echoes over the intercom. Do the test immediately. Table. Oh, the table. Static crackles before being cut off. Is she watching us from somewhere? She said something like table. Something might be on the desk. Let's take a look. New info was added to the spirit file. School announcement. On the desk, scattered with lab equipment, is a small pencil and problem sheet. Are we supposed to fill this out? Okay. I pick up the pencil and turn over the paper. Begin the test. Compound A is widely used as fuel and disinfectant. Its chemical formula is CH3CHXOH. I have no idea. Oh. I picked the smallest one. Okay. I guess that was good. I don't know what that is even supposed to be. I just figured they're generally small. Compound N is an exemplary acid and contains a salt that reacts to various metals. Which statement about the compound is true? What are the choices? It's combustible. It's acid. Skin would burn off. It's not combustible, so I guess this. Okay. I mean, that one was kind of an elimination thing. It wouldn't turn black, it'd burn off. It stinks when it's thick and fragrant when it's thin. What compound is it? I only know what ammonia is, so I'm going to pick that. Oh no, oh no, what is it? I survived, but that was the wrong answer. It seems we passed the test. At the end of the answer sheet, the next test is in the room next door. Proceed there. Quickly, students. Oh no. I lost a good chunk of soul power. Well then, it sounds like there are other tests. Are we being tested? Maybe. I mean, that's what tests are for. But why? I'm concerned, but I don't feel like guessing. A more immediate topic should be discussed now that my senses are assaulted. Also, this thing really reeks. I didn't notice when I was focusing on the test, but the answer sheet stinks terribly. It's 100 times worse than the notebook, like a zoo in the dead of summer. I shut it tightly into a random pouch in my bag so the smell doesn't spread. Got answer sheet. Ai narrows her eyes at me. Mr. Yoshiki, are you sure you closed your bag? It still reeks in here. Huh? Ai is right. The smell has definitely gotten stronger instead of weaker. Sorry, I'll check. I look down to double check my bag. I spot something that looks like a box down on the floor behind the desk. Oh. My instincts realize what it is before my brains does. Hands and feet stick out of the blood-soaked cover. Inside that box is... I've got to check to make sure, but I can't make myself move. Did you find some? Stay back! The low, sharp tone that comes out of my mouth startles even me. Just stay back. I'll check it. Is it the, guard? After gathering my courage, I reach out. I pull off the thick sheet. That hat's familiar. So are the clothes. There's no mistake. It's the corpse of that guard who was hanging from the ceiling with Moe Watanabe. I collapse to my knees. A horrible feeling comes barreling up through my chest. Are you all right? There's a corpse. That's where the smell was coming from. A corpse? Then let's get the heck out of here, yeah? I drag myself up woodenly, like a puppet on strings. The classroom next door. Huh? The next test is in the classroom next door. Let's go there. Right. Okay, understood. Aya's probably shaken, but she's putting on a brave front anyway. Even an act like that is helpful at a time like this. After all, there's no time to waste. Whoever carried this corpse here could be lurking around the corner. Okay, so we don't actually have a lot of leeway to mess up. I can't hear any man-made noises coming through the window, only leaves rustling in the wind. It doesn't look like the fluorescent light is broken, but it stays dark. Flecks of red are all over the floor. They smell like iron. The plant in the flower pot has wilted. I lift it up and uncover a dirty piece of paper. Found a worn-out talisman. Oh, thank God. When I pick up the worn-out talisman, I feel warmth flow through me. Got soul power. The worn-out talisman crumbles silently in my hand. I am so glad I found one of those. Something is scrawled on the blackboard. I, Sen, it looks like the letters spell out I, Sen. There are more after that, but they aren't legible. I don't know. The handwriting is terrible. There's a pencil and a problem sheet on the desk. I guess let's start. I pick up the pencil and turn over the paper. Begin the test. Question 1. Believing in the Buddha is important. The Buddha is most extremely vital. You must believe in the incredibly strong, great I. Okay, so I actually thought about this when the girl showed up, because her name is I. I is love in Chinese. But that's not what it is in Japanese, which is what this game is. But I wonder if that's what this means here. The problem is I don't know what the choices are. I get this part here where I can stop and pause. But they are talking about Buddha, so I would guess that might be what it is. Especially seeing, I don't know if that generally originated in China. But yeah, I means love in Chinese. The incredibly strong great I is like an angel. You must erase the stench of corrupted humanity and become one with nature. This is called I Zen Unity, because that was on the chalkboard. I, Fro, and City. Well, I was on the thing. Question 2. Humanity is the embodiment of pain. They kill other animals. My fellow snakes also spend every day in absolute misery. My dear snakes hate this world like they hate the sun and heat. This disaster is called the something of decline? Blood, maybe? Crimson Age of Decline? I don't know, that was a guess. But I guess I am good. And I guess it's a good option to go for the darkest thing, the bloodiest thing. Question 3. I carry the great I's talisman every day and seek rebirth. The talisman is important. It is a greater treasure than the brain or heart. Or life itself. This is shown not in words, but in deeds. If I walk with the talisman, I will become the Asura is what the little notebook was talking about. Oh, good. Oh, good. He survived. It seems we passed the test. At the end of the answer sheet, the next test 2 rooms over. Don't enter the classroom next door. Off limits. Well, that's succinct. Got answer sheet. Don't go into the classroom next door. Why? Maybe she's got a secret in there. But now I want to see it even more. Pretty much. She probably didn't think it through before. It sounds like something is hitting the wall. That noise, was it from the room next door? Sounds like something's in there. Let's check out the room next door. We can do the next test later. New info was added to the spirit file. Forbidden classroom. You know, I know that the spirits are, meant to kill you. So, in a way, you shouldn't do what they say. But, kind of, you shouldn't do what they say sometimes? I don't know. It seems dangerous. Okay, let's go back. guess let's move forward. Let's check out the hall. Anything? A cold wind blows in from the broken windows. I can feel that. I slide the broken window open and the trap paper falls out. Found a worn-out talisman. Yes. When I pick up the worn-out talisman, I feel warmth flow through me. Got soul power. The worn-out talisman crumbles silently in my hand. Okay. A jumble of wires is trapped around the door handle. I pull on the wire, but it won't move. It's been carefully and tightly wound. Plus, it's pretty thick. It'll be impossible to cut it. Do I have something that can disintegrate metal? Well, let's look. Okay. So I have some bottles. I guess this would be the CH3CH2OH. The brown bottle smells a bit like chlorine, so that would be the acid because it's in the see-through, or the not see-through bottle. So let's go ahead and use that. I take the brown bottle out of my bag and stare at the label. It has a usage warning on it, and it smells like chlorine. It could be some sort of strong acid that can melt metal. Should we try it? I take off the lid and slowly pour the liquid on the wire. If I accidentally get some on the keyhole, it could be a problem. Don't rush, just a little at a time. There's a faint bubbling noise and a smell that's indescribable. It seems it's working like we hoped. Is it melting? Yeah. Then, I think that should do it. I pull on the wire again. This time it comes out of the keyhole easily. Nice, you're smart, Mr. Ishiki. I'm not sure how to respond to that. But in any case, now we can investigate this room. Let's look inside. Discarded the empty brown bottle. Okay, let's go. The instant I open the classroom door, something glints in the darkness. Then a horrible stench makes me choke. Ugh. Is this blood? Beneath my feet, it feels like I'm stepping on something soft, like mud. I shine my light into the room. What the hell is this room? It's as if I've stepped into a slaughterhouse. The scene before me is horrific. Organs scattered across the floor, chunks of meat, an overwhelming amount of blood, and blank, glassy-eyed animal heads lined up across the desks. Ugh. Ice sinks to the floor, covering her mouth. The words sacrificial rite come to mind. But why the hell? Let's check it out. We need to look around. I'm trying to convince myself by saying it twice. Suddenly... Huh? There's a sound from the window ledge. Is someone there? I make my way past the animal heads to peer cautiously at the line of desks near the window. A naked body is laying in a pool of red. Countless snakes are slithering over her. The woman almost looked like an animal waiting for dissection. Actually, whoever did this to her might have been planning to do just that. Hey, come help me! Someone's trapped! We grab onto her legs and hurry to drag her out from the swarm of snakes. I'm worried about her snake bites, but I don't see any other large wounds. Are you okay? Hang in there. I speaks to her, but the woman doesn't reply. Her eyes are half open, staring vaguely. We can't let her die. Let's take her back to the mansion. She should be able to walk if we help her. Sure, but she's, naked? Is this really the time to be worried about that? But speaking of clothes, I just remembered. Here, she can wear this. I unwrap the bundle of clothes and pull out the lab coat for her to wear. Oh, yeah! Rah! That place is off limits! Noise from the broadcast reverberates in the room. My flashlight blinks out. The mark's color grows more vivid. Early dawn, a few hours left until death closes in. Damn it, she's noticed. What should we do? We need to get out of here. I know H Elementary's layout pretty well. I should be able to find my way out without a light. We've got to hurry. Let's help her up. Aya takes a deep breath from the back seat. It sounds like a world-weary old person groan. Oh, did you just think I sounded like an old lady? I don't care what you think. I'm not performing right now. I'm on a break. Is this what they call women's intuition? Or did she just read my mind? Does that woman look like she'll be okay? We covered her securely with a lab coat, but I still hesitate to look in the rearview mirror. Don't stare. Privacy's important even in emergencies. I'm not trying to look, I promise. I'm clearly doing my best not to. Come on. She looks exhausted, but calm. Maybe she's sleeping. Mr. Yoshiki? I saw it. What did you see? I try to keep my tone innocent. The mark on her body when we were putting the coat on her. Oh. So we've added another to our number. My heart drops when I think about how I'll have to tell her the truth of what's happening. But that doesn't mean I can avoid it. Well, we'll have to tell her. Yeah. I hope she doesn't get depressed. She's surprisingly collected about this. Maybe she's learned that being able to make a living in the entertainment world. I have a name, you know. The mystery woman seems asleep, but she suddenly speaks up. You were awake? Sorry, we didn't know your name. I'm Madoka Hiru. I don't care what happens. All I want is to take a shower as soon as possible. Welcome back. Oh, and who's that with you? Later, hurry and get a bath ready. We lay a pale-faced Hiru on the sofa and immediately start treating her wounds. With her guiding us, we're able to give her proper first aid. There's a lot of swelling, but at least it seems none of the snakes were poisonous. After we finish, her face gradually regains its color. Hiru emerges from upstairs wearing the clothes we found in the science lab. Apparently they had been hers. Ugh, I almost died. Thanks for saving me, I guess. Judging by that casual comment, it seems she's recovered her composure. She's still pretty pale, but she doesn't look shaken up anymore. They only wanted to torment me, not kill. Small mercies. Otherwise, I would have choked on poison or been snake food by now. Spirits drag the living into the depths of despair before killing them. That's what Mary had told me before. Thanks to that nefarious nature of theirs, she was able to be saved. You sure you're feeling okay? Don't worry, I'm fine. I bounced back fast. Who knows if that's true, or if she's just putting up an act, but regardless, her emotional strength is impressive. So what were you doing in the school? That's what I'd like to know. I was chasing after a woman named Manabi Zukawa. I must have fainted. When I woke up, I was there. Zukawa? Could that be Miss Zoo? Miss Zoo? Oh yeah, I heard that was her nickname from when she was a teacher. So, why were you chasing? Hold up. My questions first. Who are you people? We give her a basic rundown of the situation. She listens quietly, but I can tell from her expression that she's not convinced. I see. I understand. But believing you is something else. You say Zukawa might have become an inhuman monster? Save that talk for writing horror stories. Her face twitches briefly. How is it that you know this Miss Zukawa? She's a colleague from the lab. Not a lot of women work there, so we ended up talking together. And the second I let down my guard... Sounds like Zukawa caused some trouble. She stole something important from me. At first, I had no idea where she disappeared to, but I searched her room in the dorm and I learned where she holed up. Going off her recent credit purchases, she's been shopping in H City. What? A spirit that goes shopping? People would panic if something like that appeared in a grocery store. What? Don't tell me you're serious. Wait, I know you. You're Ai Kashiwagi from Love and Hero. You seemed idiotic on TV, so I guess that wasn't just an act. Hey, that's really rude. Supposing you're right and she's a monster, no way she'd go out in public. She's obviously used the phone. I even checked with the company. A woman's voice asked them to bring the goods to a designated area. Paid in advance with bank transfer, so the company delivered as ordered. Oh, and the delivery location happened to be a warehouse by H Elementary. And just what were those goods? Animals. No idea what connections she pulled, but they're from pet stores and ranches. Dogs, cats, pigs, snakes, horses. She even managed to get reindeer and ostriches. Black market too, spared no expense. With the Miss Zoo name, maybe she was starting a zoo or something. What happened to those animals? She must not have noticed since she was in and out of consciousness at the time. But based on what we found in the room she was held in, I can hazard a guess. So I waited at the empty warehouse for Zukawa to come. At some point, I fainted. Next I know, I'm butt naked in that terrible position you found me in. I'm sure she was behind it. So then, is this also where you got your mark? Mark? Oh, you mean the scar? I still don't believe it, but even if Zukawa happened to be a spirit, then I didn't get it from her. I had it before I went to H City. What? So where'd you get it? Chill, no need to get so upset. I suddenly had it when I woke up 9 days ago. Did you go to any haunted places the day before? Don't be ridiculous. Don't lump me in with inappropriately dressed idols like you. The same goes for this scar. As if something like this could kill you or give you amnesia. Not only is that unscientific, it's absurd, absolutely impossible. She's yelling, but that doesn't hide how she's shaking like a leaf. She's clearly more frightened now than when she was talking about snakes. I guess she has a fear of the supernatural too, just like Sho. Ahem. That's all I can tell you. You're going after Zukawa, right? I'll help out. Are you truly all right with that? You might die. I don't plan on letting that happen, but if it does, so be it. I hate the idea that people can be happy just by being alive. I'm a scholar. Life is for satisfying my intellectual curiosity. And for that, I need to get that thing back from that thieving hag. So it's more important than your life? What in the world did she steal from you? Seems she doesn't plan on answering that, but we've no reason to turn her down. We should accept her help. Okay, Mr. Yoshiki, let's get back to H Elementary. New info was added to the spirit file. Strange colleague. Okay, I actually don't know how much is left in this part, but I'm going to go ahead and end this part right here. And I will be back in the next one, and we'll go back to H Elementary and hopefully finish up this chapter. I don't know if it will be a long one or a short one, but we'll go ahead and finish that up and stop then. But yeah, that's everything for now, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!